Good evening. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. Once said by H. Jackson Brown. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. His Majesty the King established military institution for the development of warfare industries at BDF. Bahrain to host Asian Weightlifting Championship 2022. Three Hands Watches WLL showroom opened in Muharrak Busaitin. Foreign Minister met Minister for Asia Middle East at UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. Saudi unemployment rate fell to lowest as economy surges. Kuwait announced 3-month Iqama for expats to find new jobs. Today's news in detail. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa established military institution for the development of warfare industries at BDF. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa yesterday issued Royal Order 23 of 2022 establishing the military institution for the development of warfare industries at the Bahrain Defence Force BDF. According to the Royal Order, the military institution for the development of warfare industries aims to establish and regulate activities related to military industries at the BDF, including designing, developing and modifying defense and security systems using modern technology. The Royal Order also stipulates that the military institution for the development of warfare industries shall have its own budget within the BDF's budget. The BDF Commander-in-Chief shall issue the necessary systems and edicts to regulate the work of the military institution for the development of warfare industries as well as achieve its founding goals, including its tasks, duties and the appointment of military and civilian employees, in addition to the institution's administrative and financial systems. The Deputy Supreme Commander and the Commander-in-Chief shall implement the Royal Order, which takes effect upon its publication in the Official Gazette. Bahrain to host Asian Weightlifting Championship 2022. The Kingdom of Bahrain will host the Asian Weightlifting Championship Manama 2022 on October 6 to 16th. The Asian Weightlifting Federation AWF Executive Board announced the organization of Continental Sporting Event in the Kingdom of Bahrain for the first time. Bahrain Weightlifting Association Chairman Ishaq Ibrahim Ishaq welcomed the 2022 edition of the Asian Championship, stressing the importance of the historic event in consolidating the Kingdom's standing as a destination for major regional and international and sporting championships. Foreign Minister met Minister for Asia Middle East at UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani met yesterday at the Minister of Asia and the Middle East at the United Kingdom's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office FCDO, Amanda Milling, who is currently visiting the Kingdom. The Minister lauded the efforts of the UK Minister, which contributed to the success of the 14th meeting of the Bahraini British Ministerial Working Group held in London last month. He also expressed the Kingdom's appreciation of the UK announcement of its intention to launch the new electronic travel permit system as the beginning of the next year. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Bahrain's economic recovery on right track, said Shura Council Chairman. Shura Council Chairman Ali bin Saleh Al Saleh has lauded the progress made in implementing the priorities and initiatives of the Economic Recovery Plan, which will support the comprehensive development march led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and backed by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. Al Saleh was speaking as he received yesterday the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, whose role in following up on the implementation of the Economic Recovery Plan's priorities and initiatives he praised. He also expressed pride the kingdom's achievement in the field in a record time, confirming that Bahrain is on the right track towards achieving the Economic Vision 2030. He also praised the progress made by the kingdom in enhancing the government's performance, promoting investment opportunities, and revitalizing the business and finance market. Foreign Minister received Saudi Foreign Ministry's Undersecretary for Consular Affairs. Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zigani received yesterday the Undersecretary of Consular Affairs at the Saudi Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Tamim bin Majid Al Dusseiri and his accompanying delegation. The minister praised the long-standing relations between the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, noting their development in light of the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. He noted that the cooperation between the Ministries of Foreign Affairs of both countries in implementing the initiatives of the Saudi-Bahraini Coordination Council under the leadership of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and Saudi Crown Prince, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. HEC Secretary General received Injaz Bahrain competition winners. Secretary General of the Higher Education Council HEC and Deputy Chairperson of the HEC Board of Trustees Dr. Shekhar Rana bin Isa bin Daij Al Khalifa received yesterday RECAF team, the winners of the 14th Annual Young Entrepreneurs Competition in the category of University Company of the Year 2022. The annual national-wide competition is organized by Injaz Bahrain. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back. Three Hands Watches WLL showroom opened in Muharraq, Busaitin, Bahrain near Al Jabriya restaurant with an impressive collection of watches from world-class brands.
In a ceremony held on Friday 1st July at 4:30 p.m., the new showroom of Three Hands Watches WLL was inaugurated by the Imam of Abu Hanifa Mosque, Busaitin, Salman Al-Nafai. Eminent personalities like Manager of Citizen Bahrain, Nadeem, Dalal Al-Khalifa, Sawat Food World, Naushad Sky, Ashraf Sky, Bashir Emplai, family members of Three Hands Watches, including ladies and children, and family members of sponsor were present at the event. Three Hands Watches WLL management informed that Three Hands Watches also has a wide collection of luxury watches from world's top quality brands like Seiko, Gus, Fossil, G-Shock, BBG, Citizen, Beverly Hills, Polo Club, Titan, Lee Cooper and Casio, along with fancy watches and other top brands in the latest trends for men, women, kids and teenagers.
Finance Minister affirmed depth of Bahraini-British economic partnership. Minister of Finance and National Economy Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa has affirmed the depth of the solid, long-standing Bahraini-British relations, which strengthen the economic cooperation and partnership between the two friendly countries. He stressed the importance of continuing to develop the Bahrain-UK partnership in order to create more ambitious investment opportunities that would benefit the two countries and their people. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa was speaking while meeting her SRA, the Minister for Asia and the Middle East at the UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office FCDO, Amanda Willing, who is currently on a visit to Kingdom. Last groups of Bahrain pilgrims headed to Saudi Arabia. Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments Minister Nawaf bin Mohammed Al Mauda hailed the support provided by the government of custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, to protect pilgrims' safety and enable them to perform their Hajj rituals easily. The minister made the comments as he bade farewell to the last groups of the pilgrims at International Airport Bahrain before heading to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj. Present were Bahrain Hajj Mission Chairman Sheikh Adnan Al Qattan and Religious Affairs Acting Director Ali Amain Al Rayaz. The minister noted that the mission had completed all requirements for Hajj contractors, praising its role in coordinating with competent authorities in the Kingdom of Bahrain and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Saudi unemployment rate fell to lowest as economy surges. Saudi Arabia's citizen unemployment rate fell to the lowest since 2008 as economic growth surged on the back of higher oil revenue. Joblessness was at 10.1% in the first quarter, down from 11% in the final 3 months of the last year. The rate reached 5.1% for male citizens and 20.2% for female citizens. The economy of the world's largest crude exporter grew nearly 10% in the world's first quarter, buoyed by higher oil prices and production. The non-oil economy, the engine of job creation, expanded 3.7%. Even in a booming job market, the labor participation rate for Saudi citizens fell by 1.4 percentage point from the fourth quarter to 50.1% in the first 3 months of this year. Kuwait announced second COVID-19 booster shot. The health authorities in Kuwait announced the availability of a second booster dose of COVID-19 vaccine. It noted that the second booster should be taken after a period of 4 months after taking the first COVID-19 dose booster, which is the third consecutive COVID-19 vaccine. The ministry called on all the people aged above 50 years old as well as people aged above 12 years old to take the second booster, especially those who are suffering from low immunity system like cancer patients undergoing chemical treatment and patients of organ transplantation receiving medications that decrease the immunity system, or those receiving high doses of cortisone which decreases the body immunity. Kuwait announced 3-month Iqama for expats to find new jobs. The Public Authority of Manpower PAM is mulling a plan to grant temporary 3-month residency permits to workers of insolvent companies so they can find new sponsors. PAM is preparing a new platform application to register workers employed at companies facing liquidation or closure due to the repercussions of the coronavirus pandemic or other financial reasons, which means their employees will have difficulty transferring their residencies. Official sources at PAM said that the authority has completed coordination with the Interior Ministry on launching the new application to register employees of troubled companies that are unable to find other jobs for their workers or send them back home due to bankruptcy. Sources said that those who meet the conditions will be given a temporary 3-month residency permit to find a new sponsor. Adding the new app will reduce the number of workers brought in from abroad, particularly on government contracts that require thousands of workers. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Lab English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shina Sultana. Good night.